I'm Sean Motter, OUP of Fort Wayne Roofing, Tech America Company. Well, we're a professional quality roofing contractor, so there's probably three big companies in Fort Wayne, two being our main competitors. We are still a modified asphalt roofing contractor majority, where most of the other companies have like switched over to TPO and EPDM. PVC, we've stayed with the 4-ply build-up, the 2-ply modified, which is actually a big part of our market here. We were purchased 6 years ago. I was the senior vice president, or number two person in charge at the company, working for Jan Searcy. I ran pretty much the day-to-day estimating operations as well as the project management operations. I was the guy that you came and talked to from the field. I was the one that pretty much had my finger on the pulse of the company. Jan took care of the business side of that. When Tecta came in, met with Mark and Dave, nice dinner, got to get to know you kind of conversations. Then a team of Tecta guys came in, Jeff McMenemy, Todd Stiglmeyer, Jim Phillips, all came in and sort of vetted our company. We were not a safe company, or at least we did not have a safe record as a company. Tecta invested in quite a bit of money and resources to make us safe, and we are now probably one of the safer companies in Tecta, and definitely the safest company in our region. The other thing is service. Our service department, I think at the time that Tecta bought us, we were doing $250,000 a year in service, and now we're at $2.5 million in service. They've given us those resources as well and taught us, the importance of actual service, and it's really been profitable. Continuing education that Tecta offers is one thing that's helped out my PMs and my estimators, and I have some young PMs and young estimators, and they both went through training processes in that regards. The accounting department, I mean, you have other accountants to lean on and talk to about processes and how things go. I think that really helps. Everybody's really open. There's nothing hidden. There's no hidden secrets amongst the Tecta cousins, as we call them. So that has helped out a lot. Same with HR would be the same way. That there's people to ask questions to when you don't know the answer, or it's a hard to find answer. Can go to somebody that has maybe a little bit more experience, and they'll give you that answer. I think everybody likes profit sharing, and I share from top down. Everybody gets something. It's a main goal that everybody, at least everybody in the office, is aware of what the goal is. Getting your paperwork done, getting jobs closed out, making sure they're done correctly the first time, because it's more costly to go back and fix them. Yes, the profit sharing is on everybody's mind. We've been the labor force, and we've received labor. If your work is slow or you hit a dead spell, and there's always somebody looking for workers. And we always do as a volunteer basis. Does anybody want to go to Texas in January, which is a little bit nicer than Indiana in January? And usually get guys that raise their hands. I mean, I think when we started, and you were always sort of fearing Big Brother a little bit, looking in on what you were doing, and nobody's judging you. Everybody from top down knows it's a tough business, and you have things that work for you in your market that don't work in other markets. And I think as a whole, and the management team understands that, especially the operations. It's a tough challenge. I mean, when they come in and change out your whole operations, they don't change your whole operations. They change the accounting part of your operations, and they push safety, and they push service. And you just got to be patient. You will see the benefits down the road. I mean, our workman's comp insurance dropped immensely because our safety is improved. I think we saved at least $500,000 a year in workman's comp insurance. Our service, I already said, we've grown it 10 times, and everybody knows that you can make really good margins in service. So it's just a long process. The accounting part, getting used to different accounting systems is tough. you have to be patient and just work through it. It will be better. There was things I think that could be done differently, and it's a big change. But yes, everything that they said they were going to do, they stuck by what their word, and they did it. It's been beneficial. So like international paper's pretty close that they've opened the door, but we wouldn't have ever been able to get an international paper with our safety record before. And with TECTA, that's helped out. When your EMR rating drops immensely because TECTA purchased you and you can use that, that's going to open some doors for you for the safety part. The national service team has issued us service tickets, and items like that we've turned into some jobs as well. The training that they offer you, even the training that I've been through, for the future leadership training and stuff. I mean, you learn to become a better manager with that. Finding out that Jan sold the company to somebody else, it really hurt me emotionally and everything, and I was sort of worried about what was going to happen. I had a nice conversation with Jeff and Todd and I think Dave, and they assured me, and Mark, of course, assured me that I was going to be taken care of, and they just had to trust the system, and I'm pretty glad that I did, and I'd be all right if Jan sold it again. So TECTA is anything that TECTA tells you, or the management, from the corporation, they tell you it's going to happen. It will happen. They'll do their best to make it right with you. And it's been a great move.